All right. It says we're live. Well, we lost
Louis.
Wrong button, Louis.
It says we're live. Whoa. But you lost Lou.
Yeah, and we have 0 people watching. Oh, 5.
I got 5.
There we go.
I got 5.
There's Louis. What happened, Louis?
I lost it. Forget about it.
He hung up.
Equipment malfunction.
Yeah, it's the operator.
It happens when you get older.
You got to get Jacob down there to run that for you, dude.
Yeah, he probably do a better job than me.
My kids do better than I do.
All right, we got Lisa joining us. We got Mike Jacobs joining us tonight.
I can't hear you good.
Well, get your finger out of here.
VHP 454 says hello.
Damn.
Let's give it a few more minutes. We'll let some people join us, and we'll get this shindig started. Mike, I love the background.
Yeah. I saw Jonathan was plumbing today. I went all steampunk.
Yeah, that's cool. That's your fire. That's your fiber in your truck in the back.
Nice.
I do like it. All right, so it's a minute and a half in. Let's go ahead and start this shindig. I'm Brian from Arrowhead Garage doing my 67 Firebird. And the gentleman to this way. Wait, this way.
You got it right.
That's
You
Mike.
got it. Yeah, Mike from Lake and Lodge Garage up in frigid New Hampshire.
It was 78 today.
Oh, yeah. It was 7 or 8 here.
6, 7.
6, 7. John. And this guy down here?
Louis from First Generation Garage.
And then that guy. Wait.
That guy. I'm just John.
That, wait, no, like that.
That guy over here, right? I got my
right
NASCAR in here. I've been doing some plumbing. I kind of feel like I need to clean these up and paint them green and put a red shirt on and some denim pants, and then I'll be all set to go.
Are you laying pipe? You're laying some pipe. John's laying pipe.
Yeah.
There you go.
Poor Whitney.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Got a new guy.
Says hello.
Sweaty fat guy. He's new. Yes, this is where the cool Pontiac guys hang out.
Well, let me know.
Let you know.
I'll go.
Wowzers. All right, so Jonathan, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I was doing some plumbing, working on a vintage air kit that they changed it up, though. This is a Gen 5 kit. I had to sell my firstborn to pay for it. The price has gone up so high. Like I said, we were talking, this is my inheritance, but I'm modifying it to actually get the heater core inlet to be in the factory location to still kind of use the factory heater box. So we'll call it some modifications that make it look completely stock. So is it really a modification at that point? So I don't know. That's what I'm up to. So.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Louis, what have you been up to, Louis?
I made a big mess. Did some inventory on some parts because one of my buddies gave me a call saying he needed some parts, and boy, I was searching.
Wow.
That was John. John called me.
Yeah. Got you on speed dial.
Yeah, and I found some things I even forgot I owned. You know, it's too much parts. You know, I used to remember everything, now no more.
Yeah.
You might need one of those computer things with a database.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't know how to do those things.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than buying a part and then figuring out you just bought it last month and forgot about it.
Oh, that sucks.
Guilty.
I've never done that 5 times.
Same with
hello.
Yeah.
And Sweaty Fat Guy says, in December, who needs AC?
Right.
I still need fucking AC.
True to that.
And Jim says, hello there. All right. Mike, what have you been up to?
This week I was dealing with the 57 Chevy pickup. and working on the chassis, doing the hard lines, fuel line, brake lines, transmission lines, getting that all ready to go.
Very nice.
Right on. This week I was waiting for parts, and I'm having to do a fuel pump and a vent valve replacement on the convertible G6 this weekend.
Whoops.
Priorities.
Sounds like lots of fun.
Oh, let me tell you, on my back with a gas tank. No cigar in my mouth. It's going to be hard.
No incandescent bulbs, just you and your LEDs.
Yeah. No smoking, no nothing, yeah. But I do plan to finally get the door jams and the Firebird sanded so I can shoot the door jams hopefully this weekend.
Nice.
On Sunday. And the trunk
That'd be
jam.
nice. It's supposed to be -1 here Sunday, so you know what I'm going to be doing? Nothing. So.
-1? Is that a number?
-1.
That's a number?
Yeah, that's a thing.
It used to be, yeah.
And that's not Celsius either.
Yeah.
So on Sunday, it's supposed to be 80 here.
You suck.
So it's going to be tough.
No, I feel so bad for you.
You know, my flip-flops and tank top and shorts.
One thing about when it's that cold, you're not tempted to go out and do outdoor projects, so you just stay right in the garage. Everything's good.
That is true.
I still have to cut the grass, though, once a week.
Wah.
Yeah. Wah.
I got a snow blow at least twice a week right now, so.
You don't have grass, Brian.
I have a small little patch.
That's the backyard.
Yeah, it's just enough for a putting green.
All right.
That's
VHP delivered the 69 maroon Camaro.
Right
Nice.
on.
I've seen pictures of some of his stuff, man. It's pretty cool. That's some really nice shit. Yeah, so what's the topic tonight, Brian?
So we're talking about 3D printing of classic parts. And I know like half of you just went cricket, 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 cricket.
Well, it's kind of a sign of the times, right? And especially as these rigs get older, there's parts we just can't find. Although, like the what was it? The boosted brakes light switch Jonathan found just the other day.
Yeah.
There is a place that actually makes those now, but I've probably handed out 20 or 30 of the 3D models to let people build that.
Sure.
Because it's a very simple part that can be made with a 3D printer. But, you know, it just, with AI and stuff the way it is now, and with 3D printing as an option, it really opens up a really big amount of, you know, design capability for you, as well as, you know, find a replacement. When 3D printing first came out, in the automotive world, it was relegated pretty much for rare taillight replacement. So all the odd taillights that you couldn't find, people could 3D print them in a red translucent material and everybody was happy. But now it's gone way, way bigger than that.
Oh, yeah. Big time. So, like, for me, when I bought that Porsche Cayenne, whenever I would, like, accelerate, I would get this, like, rotten egg smell. And I thought it must be my catalytic converters, right? Well, it turns out that the AMG or AGM batteries, there's a vent line that you plug into one side, and then there's supposed to be this little bitty cap that you plug off the other side. And if you don't, every time you accelerate and the fluid in the battery moves, it vents out. Well, I called CarQuest, I called AutoZone, O'Reilly's. They don't sell that little part unless you want to buy a whole new battery. So I went on to ChatGTP and said, hey, do you have a 3D printed file that I can give to a friend to print for this little plug? Sure enough. And I emailed it to my buddy, and he printed me out a dozen of them.
Wow.
And sure enough, it fit right perfectly.
So VHP talks about they reproduce emblems and trim pieces that are missing and stuff. Another great application, like if you have a hard to find emblem, or in my case for the Firebird, I did a couple of custom emblems, you know, just wanted to do my own thing. And Sweaty Fat Guy says, I want to print metal rather than machine it. There's a company called Desktop Metal out of Massachusetts somewhere. A bunch of my friends work there. and they do 3D printed metal.
Wow.
And they can do very, very detailed and complex stuff. It's pretty neat. But the world's changing, and with this, Brian brought up the some different capabilities you can even do with AI now to design you 3D parts. Pretty powerful.
That's like Louis. I asked Louis this week, give me a part that you would like to have reproduced that you can't find. And he was talking about the windshield washer bezel, right, Louis?
Correct.
So I went into ChatGPT and simply said, I need, a file for printing. And ChatGPT gave me the flippin' file.
Yep.
And it said dimensions upon what it knows, but it did say, hey, go measure it and replace or modify the values if needed. And then you can just print this thing. And here's a copy of on screen of the code that you just copy and paste and save, and then email it to somebody who has a 3D printer, and bada boom, bada bing.
Yep.
So they had it?
Yeah,
it found it.
Yeah. And that's what AI does, right? It goes out and does extensive searches of the internet in all these repositories where people drop these parts. And I've used it recently, go find me a 3D step model of an LS engine, and boom, here's a link, go get it free.
Wow.
Just crazy stuff like that. And you don't have to Brian's point, you don't have to be a CAD guy. You don't have to be anything like that. There's different ways to do it. Yes, you can download Fusion 360 to design your own part. And right in Fusion 360, they have access to print farms where you okay, quote this. And they'll come back with 2 or 3 different guys that can make that part for you. And they'll be like, hey, here it is, $3, $5, $6, whatever. And or $100, depending on what it is, right? And bow ties, that was a good one. But it's easy to get done. Or you talk to somebody like Louis, have Jacob do it for you. It won't be long. You'll be like, hey man, go design me this, and he'll do it. And we're in a changing world, man. It's just gotta roll with it. I did the whole ram air system on the Firebird. I did a number of small plugs and things where there were weird holes in the bell housing that I didn't want to leave open, and I plugged up. So I just made a 3D filler piece for it and had my buddy print it out for me. Stuff like that. It just lots and lots of pieces that you can really take advantage of and do some unique stuff with.
So today, Jonathan and I were talking about he would like to reproduce the spoiler on his 69 Firebird, right, John?
Yep, I custom made one for my car. It's reminiscent of the Camaro spoiler, but it's not. I have a lot of time into it, and I think it's kind of a different twist on something, and it's not as tall as what it is. A lot shorter and lays out flat, but it'd be kind of cool to reproduce it. But the number of hours I have in making that spoiler by hand, fiberglass and everything, I probably have 30 or 40 hours now. You can't sell them and make them. If I could print one, you should. Obviously have some expense in printing it, but for the longest time you couldn't print stuff that big. But I guess I've been told otherwise now.
Yeah, there's a company called Massivit that some friends of mine used to work for them, used to run their U.S. operation. But this company called Massivit, check it out. They do full-size reproduction. I mean, you can literally print an entire fender or bumper or spoiler or anything in this thing. And one of their channels is custom automotive work. So these companies will buy these printers and sell custom ground effects for different cars, like spoilers and flares and all the stuff, right? And one of a kind, print it off, do a little bit of body work, spray the body color, stick it on, and that's the only car in the world with that, right? Huh. And it's a thing. It's big business, but that machine they're the only ones I know of that are doing machines that big.
Right.
The material is a little expensive. It's like $100 a kilogram, but it's coming down.
Wait, kilogram?
2.2 pounds.
Okay, all right.
And it's just interesting to think, how this stuff has evolved, and and like that spoiler, John, they could reproduce that. It would probably print out in an hour, right?
An hour? Wow.
Yeah, this thing's fast. You know what it uses? It's just a similar compound. Like, you been to the dentist and you get a UV filling?
Oh, yeah, and zip zap it. Yeah.
With a UV light?
Yep.
What it is. They're just putting down a stream of that and hitting with UV lasers as they're doing it.
Okay.
It's pretty clever. It's a company out of Israel.
Wonder
Some
what it
pretty
would
wicked
cost to
stuff
print
out there
this
for
wood.
3D printing things. Do you
Yeah,
guys in the chat have any questions for us, whether it be 3D printing or otherwise?
Yeah,
Classics.
Yep.
Yeah, he says kind of has been doing custom body pieces 3D printed for a number of years now.
Yeah, they're one of the ones doing it.
And I know, like my buddy, his little 3D printer was like $299.
Yeah,
And
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, it's like not dirt cheap, but cheap enough to where.
Sure.
And he said a spool of the plastic is like $25-$30.
Yeah.
For the low end stuff.
There's different grades, right? Like, my son has one that's it's like a UV ink, and it basically builds off a plate, and there's a laser that just kind of and it's in a bath of this fluid, and it just kind of rises out of the bath. There's also the wire deposition ones. At work, we have some very high end. We have 4 of them because but it amazes me every day. It's like, hey, we need to make this part. Well, I'm going to print it overnight rather than send it to a machine shop and have it done a week later, right? And most of the parts we use at work, we 3D print them before we send them to a machine anyway, just to prove fit and function. Mm-hmm. It might not be a way to produce it, but it's certainly a way to test it.
Yep. There's a guy named Jake Raby down in Georgia. He's a Porsche engine rebuilder, and all of his things that he builds, he 3D prints first, bench tests it.
Yep.
And once it's perfect, then he'll have it produced in metal. So.
Yep, it's a big thing. But, it just kind of shows you that even the stuff that we do, right? I mean, the everyday street rodder and things like that, this stuff is between AI and 3D printing, and these things are working their way into our lives every way you look.
Huh.
Everywhere.
That means well, it's not worth 3D printing a whole Firebird 69 bird dash, but it gives you ideas for parts you can't get or couldn't get.
Yeah. Or if you wanted a custom dash, you could do that. You model it up and you find somebody with a massive printer and you say, hey, make me this, and they will.
And print it out.
Yeah.
Oh, Chucky's here tonight.
Chucky's in the house.
Chucky.
Terminator movie warned us all about this. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, that was great. That was a great line.
Skynet is online. So.
Yeah. I mean, just it's progress, man. Things are changing all the time. All the time, but
that's what Louis said.
Louis, now you're in the hospital field, right, Louis?
Yes, sir.
So I know for a fact that 3D printing in the hospitals is big.
Yep.
And so it's just a matter of time before it just overflows and splashes into our everyday lives, and it's going to be everywhere. Speaking
of that, I have other associates. I've been in printing for a long time now, not necessarily 3D, a little bit, but not much, mostly graphics. But there are companies now that when you go in for a MRI, or let's say you need your rotator cuff fixed, right? You go in for the MRI, they'll take that scan, they'll 3D print that scan, the bones, the cartilage, the tissues, the skin, everything. They will literally reproduce that whole shoulder so that the surgeon can go in and actually perform the surgery on the 3D print as practice before the procedure.
Wow.
I mean,
Holy moly.
yeah, that's crazy stuff. But they have multiple different materials, obviously, and some of them act like tissues, other act like bone.
Right.
But it's crazy, and I use a rotator cuff, but it's usually more in-depth surgery like spinal surgery and shit like that, where they're really nervous.
So Sweaty Guy says, I wonder how much an individual runner EFI system would cost to 3D print. And Mike and I were talking about this for like Jonathan's spoiler. We think to print one on a 3D printer would be what?
$200-$300 probably. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So scan it, it'd be a couple $100 probably. Make the program and then print it. But after that, once you have the program, $200-$300 to print.
No, I think the material is you're probably talking 4 kilograms, 3 kilograms of material to print that.
Which
Something.
is what in English?
2.2 per, like 5 pounds. So 5 pounds, yeah, almost 10 pounds. But
Wow.
it's the price of poker, right?
Yep.
But if you want that thing that's just a little bit different, like you mentioned a dash, imagine printing an entire dash.
Yep.
Print your own. Make it different.
The 1968 Firebird console clock car has a base.
Yep.
I have
Yeah.
one in my collection, and John also gave me one about 3 years ago, 4 already, right, John?
Uh-huh.
And I have a big Camaro guy here in PA. I call him Camaro Bill, and he actually did it for me. He has a couple of them. He sold a couple of them.
Yeah.
And it came out great. They don't make it. It was originally pop metal. And believe it or not, I seen that little base go up to $300-$400 on eBay years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's the perfect example. It's a part that you can't get that you need for your restoration.
Yeah.
And let's say you want to finish your restoration and keep driving it, right? And eventually you might find one, but why not, use a 3D printed one in the meantime?
Correct.
That's like for me, the plastic clips that hold the back of the seat on a Cayenne. To go to Porsche and buy one of those, they're like $40-some a piece. You can print them off for $1 or $2. And they're the file's already online and free to download and then print out for free.
Wow.
So yeah, stuff like that. I mean, it's is it original? No, but does it work? Yes. And it saves you coin? Yeah.
And you don't gotta wait 2 weeks to come in, right, Brian? Or 3 weeks for wait a regulator?
No, yeah.
You know what would be a good one for Firebird? And it just came to my head. A hood tack.
Yep. The hood tack housing.
Yeah, because sometimes they get toasted with the sun and they get wavy, especially the bottom lip.
Yeah, from the lens.
Yep. They get really wavy on you and stuff like that. And to replace that, you will have to buy a whole hood tack.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try something here. Let's try create a 3D file for a 1967 Pontiac Firebird hood tack. And let's just see what happens. It's thinking.
That's what we're here for. Sweaty. Here to corrupt you.
we call it inducing creativity, but yeah, sure. Politically corrected.
It's printing out the file that you just copy and paste.
Is there?
Yeah, look at it. It's showing us right here, right now.
I can't read that. It's too small.
You're too old, Louis.
I'm getting there.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is cool.
Just like that.
We live in amazing times, gentlemen.
So you just basically copy and paste the stuff in the black box, save it to a text file, and then you upload it to or give it to someone who has a 3D printer, they will then take it and add it to their printer. The printer knows what to do based upon that code.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm going to do, Louis? I'm going to
Yeah.
take this code and I'm going to send it to my buddy Dan.
Cool.
And I'm going to say, Dan, print this as is, just like it is.
See what it looks like.
See what it looks like, and I'll compare it to the hood tack that Jonathan's dad sent me.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And just kind of see how close, it shows up.
Yeah, so one of the things I did with my Firebird project was I took of course, I broke all Louis' rules and put a 69 hood on it, Trans Am hood. And I made a functional ram air with it and basically took the cores from the 69 hood, put it into a downward spout, and then built a big plenum to put that into the LS3. Functional ram air. And it didn't cost me, $200.
It looked good. I remember that video.
Yeah.
All right, so let me come back in here, guys. So I asked ChatGTP because Jim CD 1859 said, can it kick out a preview of the part before you print it?
Yeah, if you ask it to make a model instead of a file, it'll do that.
So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do this.
That's
so
cool.
I did.
You can print a model.
Yeah, it basically makes a step file when they consider that a 3D model.
I was thinking like a swimsuit model. But okay.
Not a booby model. Boobies. But yeah, I'm curious now. I want to see if my friend will print this out and let's just see. Now, of course, it won't include the gauge or the mechanical part. It's just going to be the shell.
The housing, yeah. That's all we need.
So we'll see. I think that's a great test to see what it can do.
The big one is a 68 Firebird Deluxe wheel.
A wheel?
The center cap of that wheel is notorious. Everybody wants
the horn
it.
button part, but it's not really a horn
Yeah, they call it the horn button part, but it's really a center cap. But yeah, me and John was talking about way before anybody was thinking about these 3D things. Remember, John?
Oh yeah, yeah.
To see if this could ever be made. Well, now with all this stuff you guys are talking tonight, probably got something there.
Yeah.
But Mike, it has to be clear plastic.
Yep, the clear plastic is an option.
Holy crap. Johnny, we might have a couple of those then.
Yeah, I might have to do something about that. I restored that one, but it was not in bad shape. So.
I have about 10 in my collection, but I won't sell it.
10. So you need 10 more cars then.
Louis hoarding all the parts.
Mike, what did you say to ask it to show you a preview?
No, tell it to make a model of a 3D model of a part you want. And instead of the file, just tell it to make a 3D model and it should show you what it's going to look like. And then when you're done that, say convert it to a step file.
A step STEP?
Yep.
All right, let's see what happens over here.
John, what are you doing over there?
I'm painting some pipe.
He's laying
What?
pipe.
He's plumbing.
That's that AC stuff, right?
Do what?
For the AC conversion?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the heater core hoses. I reconfigured them so I can keep the factory holes in the dash where it looks like the factory heater box.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I said, is it really a modification if it looks original? Technically, I guess it's a modification, but
It looks good though.
yeah. See, now my pipe's all black, so you can't see it.
There you go.
He's clean now. Clean. Oh boy. You do the PDM center caps for Rally 2s. Now that could be lucrative. Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, even for rally tools? Get out of here.
I'm working on a thing right now that Jonathan and I talked about.
So have you guys ever heard of SS Customs? They're a company in Australia that makes tools specifically for TIG welding exhausts, custom exhausts. But all their tools they sell are 3D printed.
Oh.
So they make like these little jigs so you can cut your exhaust pipe at any angle and pie cut it. They're really cool parts. I have a few of them, and but everything they make is 3D printed. They print it and sell it. So yeah, it's just modern technology is creeping its way into everything.
So it just spit out a template for painting Rally 2 wheels.
Wow.
There was that Richard Dew made a metal template for 14-inch, but it'd be kind of cool to print them out. And you just lay it on the wheel and spray it. There's no more taping. That's kind of
yeah, that taping's a pain in the butt.
Ken from Chattanooga made it to a live show.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, Ken.
Let's see here.
I'm down that way quite a bit.
Okay, so it just spit out for me a 15-inch Rally 2 painting stencil template.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll have Danzig print that as well.
Do they
That
have
is
a
cool.
14-inch version?
Well, I said 15-inch. You want 14?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Us
change
old
it.
guys like the little 14-inch wheels.
I thought size matters.
Yeah, it does. I need the 14-inch wheel.
Yeah. So you got to put some real brakes under it.
I don't go fast enough to worry about that.
Drum's good enough, right?
Yeah.
On all four corners.
Can you do that with a large enough circuit?
Hey, howdy, Ken from Chattanooga.
Yeah, the old Chattanooga choo-choo. There is an awesome, awesome Korean barbecue place in Chattanooga.
Korean
the best
barbecue.
I've ever been to. Oh, so good. It is top shelf. You got to go check it out, Ken. Let me find the name of it here.
Well, if any of you guys find your way to Arizona, there is a Chinese Mexican infused place. It's a
He's Mexican.
the husband.
Are they open on Christmas?
They are.
It's real Chinese.
The owners is husband and wife, and I believe the husband is Chinese and the wife is Mexican, Hispanic. And so they took their two cultures and cuisines and they mixed it.
Mm.
And it's a trip to get tamales with, noodles and
All right.
stuff of that nature. But if you're ever in Arizona,
Oh, yeah.
we'll go there. It'll blow your mind. Now we're talking about food, Mike.
The place I'm talking about is Zaya, Ken. Check it out. Zaya. It is the best Korean barbecue I've ever had. Amazing. Really, really good.
So Kino 16 or 13.6 says, "Hell, rah, rah, rah."
Rah, 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 rah.
Fried rice, you click.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
cheese and to be sorry.
Oh, we're all going to hell now.
Oh boy.
I don't want to drive my Rinkin Continental. Anyways, have you seen the Indian, Eastern Indian Christmas songs? Have you seen those? Oh my God, they're hilarious. Yes. Do yourself a favor on YouTube and look up Indian Christmas songs. It will turn your day right side up. You will have the biggest smile and just your problems will just melt away.
I'll have to watch it on Sunday because I'll be freezing to death. So, yeah.
There you go. Be bundled up in the house watching football.
Yep, I will not be out here.
I got a pretty good heater in the garage, so I'm going to be right at it.
Yeah, it doesn't do bad, my heater, but I just, the idea of it being that cold out, I just don't think I want to. So.
Yeah.
Just bring the car to Arizona.
Deal. So,
Come on, I have space.
yeah, we'll make it work.
Whitney would love it.
Yeah, we'll do some more adventuring. And I'll help you cut your grass.
Send her to the day spa. Will work.
Yeah.
See? And if
I think
Louis,
he's trying to get you to come out there and paint that rig for him.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I'll
offered
do that.
before, but I want to do it me. I want it to be me. John Kilborn says break-in drive. That would be a break-in drive, John, to drive
Yes.
Dad's car here. Yeah,
Yeah, as is. Just
as
like
is. Burr, burr.
Well, I'll put the heat in first, and I'll put the
Okay, good,
burn
yeah.
into my pants and my arms.
Sweaty fat guy's gonna fit right in here.
Yeah.
It's AI. It does other languages, but not accents. So cannot do Indian Christmas songs with it.
So I've had some guys at work have been playing with that Suno thing. Unbelievable, the videos they're making with this stuff. It just it takes deep fakes to a whole new level.
Great.
Unreal.
I'm looking this up.
Oh boy.
Let's see here if I can pull this off.
So what's next for that rig, Jonathan? You got you're doing the AC now.
Yeah.
Then what's next?
Well,
I know you're gagging it to take it around the block, but
I want to, but all the salt and slop and snow's out there now, and I'm going to. But that's why I'm kind of tinkering on this stuff, because I feel like you got to put that heater box all back in. That way, when you hang the thing back off, put that crap in. So I'm trying to get that ironed out. And also, my dad has cruise control for this thing. So I got to configure that still. So I'm thinking about leaving it on the jack stands and getting a speedo cable and getting it set up. It's Dakota Digital, so it's probably a decent one. But I've never done that. So I'm kind of hoping to get that dialed in, and that way maybe that's finished. And then put it back on the floor, hang sheet metal, and start doing body work.
back to the body work.
Yeah. But that's it won't be too bad because it's like 95% new sheet metal. I mean, really, it'll go pretty quick. And I've already test fit the doors, so I know they're okay. I just got to mock them up and do adjustments to the fenders. I haven't test fitted the fenders yet, but they're original fenders, so I shouldn't fight them too bad.
No.
But I have a couple hoods to pick from, so I'll be okay there.
Hey, Al's joining us.
Ow!
What's up, Al?
Al. All right, boys, you ready for this?
No, don't do that.
What is wrong with you?
Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. See.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, Al jumped in right in the middle of that. He goes, "What the hell is wrong with you guys?"
Yeah. What did I jump into here?
I just lost all my Indian viewers. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll kill them.
69 Biscayne. 65 Biscayne. 78 RT. Wow.
Sweaty fat guy, I think I'm the only one that knows who you are. Yes. I don't think the other three guys have experience.
No idea.
Videos.
I just like the
They
name.
will after tonight. They will search you out on YouTube and have fun with that.
What's the name of the YouTube channel?
Sweaty fat guy.
Sweaty fat guy.
John, I know you're interested to go watch it.
Well, I have my rating set to PG, so I don't know if I'll be able to.
Whoa. What is it Mr. Al says? Did I just pass out? No, Al, you're fine. Or that's not Al.
Perfectly normal.
Ay.
So Kino says that he's working on a 69 convertible.
Very nice.
I like those. I've done 2 of them now. So
Yeah.
Well, his is coming apart.
Yeah, he's pulling it down. He's not at that stage yet. Ooh.
You know what I need to do still is I have the rally gauge set that Louis sent me.
oh yeah.
Remember, I went and bought the 68 rally gauges from that guy in Arizona, and I think I sent them to you. Then you turned around and sent me a 67. Is that how that went, Louis?
No, that was John. You and John.
traded
John, it
you,
was John. Okay, it was
yeah.
John.
Uh-huh.
And so I still have it in a box. I need to go in and do the whole rewiring to make that thing work.
My 67 is an original rally car.
Yeah. I done rewired my dad's for his rally gauges, the ones you sent to me, Brian.
Yep.
No, hold on. I use those in the Great Pumpkin.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now my
Your
dad
dad
found
picked
us
that
for
up, John.
$100, and they actually work. I've already rewired and tested those, so they will work.
So John Kilborn asked, he wonders who John uses to do his machine work in Indy.
Well, I used Richard's cylinder head on the south side of Indy. The machine work and the quality work I felt was okay. Communication was awful. Pricing was mediocre. And then my crankshaft was rusty when I got it back. He did clean it up, but here's the flip side. There ain't a whole lot of choices. I hate that, but there isn't a whole lot of places left that are doing machine work, let alone okay at it. I had a guy do some work for me a while back, and it was horrible. And he's on their business, but I used to love his other guy I used for years, but guess what? That's 20-some years ago. Last time I used him, he retired. Smart guy.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, you're finding a lot of these machine guys nowadays. They're like, I called the machinist I used to use for all my racing engines the other day, and he's like, dude, why are you even bothering? You can buy a long block cheaper than you can get it machined.
yeah.
Sorry, he's kind of winding down his business because there's not that much call for it anymore.
Nope.
But, for vintage Pontiac parts and blocks and stuff, then it's still very much a thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to buy those long block.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I think the two 400 blocks that I have, one for the GTO, one with that Fiber 400, the machine work's already done. And I could buy a crankshaft from, if I need to, I can get one of those from, golly, the expensive place out there in Tennessee, Butler. I forgot.
Butler, yeah.
So that's the thing. I've already got the block done, cam bearings, freeze plugs. So I should be okay minus pressing rods. I don't like doing that, putting the wrist pins in, so I may have to get full floating. Maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. But we'll see. Don't worry about that when that day comes and I build the GTO, if it actually happens. So, or the Firebird 400. Try selling that. I guess the people want to buy it, but they keep forgetting it costs money, I guess. So.
Money?
What? Oh, I thought you was giving that away. I said, no, some stuff was free. Not everything.
Come on. Yeah, of course you're not going to give that away.
Heck no, I got a lot of money. I got mucho dinero in that one. So,
Yeah, and you had to piece a whole lot of it, too. That's not easy.
yeah, I got some of the rare parts already for it. So the unobtainium stuff. So.
Titanium?
No, unobtainium.
Oh, okay. All right.
Listen,
Yeah,
for
give me
Firebird
help
first gen,
saying
it's very hard to do that. Piece a car to find original things is extremely hard because
It
there
is.
ain't that many out there. To be honest with you, guys
Nope.
think they're really not.
Nope. So if you get 3D print clutch pedals for a 69 Firebird, then you're in business. So.
Can we get that done, Mike?
So what's different between the clutch pedals on the 67 and 8 and versus 69, John?
I made 68 pedals work for my high school car. Did some modifications, cut well. It's how the pivot is fastened. Like I think 67 and 68, the pedal rod that goes through the brake pedal and everything is actually attached to the clutch pedal. And
Right.
at 69, they swing free, and the angle is a little bit different. So, I mean, you can make them work, but you get that hardcore purist that wants to see that 69 pedal assembly with the clutch depress switch, which is mounted up inside the dash, still intact. It's only Firebird only. It's a little different configuration. Looks like the Camaro one, but the timing and location is a little bit different. So it's just one of those odd parts. It's kind of cool to have when I get my hands on one. So I'm tempted to put it in my high school car, but I went through a lot of trouble to make those pedals. But if I sell that 400 car, they're supposed to go with it. But if I don't, I'll use it.
And the
for the car.
reproduction is wrong.
Yeah.
Hmm. Good to know. Yeah, I had to add brackets for the clutch switch and that stuff for my 67 setup because it didn't have any of that.
Right.
And so I added the brackets, just put in another set of switches, and it works. So
As long as it gets the job done, right?
Yep.
Can't start it without your foot on the clutch.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice safety device, I feel. So it's
Yeah. Except for that one time when you want to roll it out of the road on the starter.
Well, yeah, I've done that before. You pull the wires off the switch, you paper clip it, and you let it rock.
Yeah, little jumper wire.
Yep.
I had a jumper wire on mine for the longest time while I had it in the garage so I could start it without having to climb in it every time.
Just make sure it's in neutral. So
Yeah, that's it.
Tip number 1.
Yeah, that's number 1.
Make sure it's in neutral. HVP says he just bought a Rottler CNC boring and decking machine.
wow.
And John Kilborn says there's nobody. Greta is gone. Greta, the girl
We're
from
talking about machinist in Indiana.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. I bet he meant there's nobody great anymore doing machine work.
Yeah.
I get that. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, the racing capital of the world, and we have no machine shops. Does that make any sense?
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Racing
Nope.
capital is now Charlotte, John. It moved.
Ooh,
Damn it!
ooh,
That's where the machine shops went. So
ooh.
we no longer have the greatest spectacle in racing, nor are we the racing capital of the world. We're just giving it all up. So
It's all moving east.
yeah.
I think I need to do a field trip out to VHP's shop.
Well, yeah.
As soon as it's hot out there.
A lot of shit in there, man. Anyway, yeah.
So what's on our agenda for this weekend? What are you guys going to be doing?
Staying warm.
Yeah.
Snow blowing. No, I've got to finish up some brake lines, and then I'm on to. I got to evaluate that LS that I have and see if it's worth anything. If I'm going to run with that, or if I'm going to go a different route. So I'm going to get that on the engine stand, do the compression test, leak down tests, and all that, and see if it's worth a damn.
Yep.
And that's that Suburban you bought or something?
That was an Avalanche, the old Crapalanche.
Yay!
John knows
Crap
about those.
Yeah, but it was. She was rusty. This was one of those rigs when you put it up on the lift and you just watch the frame buckle under each pad.
Damn.
Not much rust, huh?
Woo.
Just
Yeah, she was a rust bucket.
yeah.
Are you gonna film that, Mike?
Yep. I'm going to do a segment on that. So last week I did the fuel system, fuel pump, fuel lines, all that. That's going to post tonight, I think.
Nice.
So anyway, yeah. I'm trying to get about a week ahead on my YouTube videos. I find if I can do that, if I can be 1 week ahead, then if the dog dies and I can't make it for a particular week, I'm not.
The dog dies?
It's an old saying, yeah.
Man. And then you have Jonathan over here dropping 2 videos at once.
1 week.
Yeah, I know. That
It's
shocked the
'cause I
crap
forgot
out
to
of
do it
me.
Wednesday, and I just said, well, I got to keep things up to date. So I went.
Yeah, it confused me. I'm like, wait a minute, I just watched a new one. What the hell is this?
There's a secret behind it, though, too, but I'm waiting to see how it works. I'll let you know. So
Okay. Little experimentation.
yeah, I said, well, I got an idea here. Because I'm always a thinking, you know. I'm come from a long line of ideas, you know. So
Yeah, I saw the video pop up the title, and then when I went to go watch it, it was a different title. And I was like, wait, I thought it said this.
yeah, but you clicked on it again, though, didn't you?
I did. You got me.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
I watched them both.
Well, I'm hoping if I don't freeze to death, I'm going to try to get that heater box final installation inside the dash of this car. And that would be like a huge victory in my eyes to have that thing in there with the custom heater hoses on it. That way, the rest of it's just plug and play at that point. It's not too bad.
And what brand of AC system is that again?
This one's Vintage Air. This would be the third Vintage Air kit that I've used. I think there's 2 or 3 other brands now doing something out there. I just don't have much experience with them because this is just what's worked for me and I'm familiar with it.
Yep. I'm still debating whether or not to put AC in my bird or not. And if I'm going to do it, now's the time.
Are you shitting me right now?
Yeah.
It got all the way down to 87 today, and you're talking about not putting AC in that rig?
My Porsche has no AC, and I drive it. So.
Oh, no way.
What was that guy's name? Sweaty fat guy? So
yeah, sweaty fat guy. And he's up in the UP apparently, so.
Yeah.
That'd be me.
Yeah, he's like up in my latitude. But yeah, no, I'm definitely putting the Vintage Air that they sell for the 55 pickups is a little different, apparently, John. It's more of a universal kit than the can make for the custom fits like the Camaros and Firebirds. Yeah. So I've been looking at that. I'm a ways away from that though.
Well, the Gen 5 box seems to be dimensionally larger.
Yeah.
It's a little more of a pickle to get shoved up in the dash. And even routing my hose is like, I don't have near the space I had before to do the tubing. I'm like, So that changes up somehow. I wish I had new and old to compare it, but it just feels bulkier than the original. So maybe it's a bigger evaporator core for more efficiency. I don't know.
Maybe so.
Yeah. Because why else would you change it just to make it bigger unless you're trying to make something better, I would think. Why would you go through the trouble? So they can charge you $500 more. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. The whole system worked really good.
Yeah.
So Keep It Simple Garage says, did Brian just say thinking it? Did you fall down and bump your head, Brian? I could have.
Probably.
I could have. But, I don't know what that kit was what, $2,500 for Vintage Air?
I think all in shipping and everything for first gen, it was about $2,300 or $2,400.
Yeah.
It depends on if you buy it with or without the pump. There's a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Alan Zangle 3659 says blower is bigger and better.
Okay, it does look bigger.
Is it bigger?
Yeah, that does look larger. So.
Okay.
Yeah, because it does. I guess because that guy said the Vintage Air, everything stays inside the dash. If you follow their directions, you can put a block-off panel on the outside to clean the firewall up and opens up your engine bay a whole lot. Now the trade-off is you lose part of your glove box space and the heater box hangs below the dash some. It doesn't interfere with passenger comfort. My feet aren't that big on the passenger side, but normally it would not really been visible, so it does hang lower. So I guess there's pros and cons. And the block-off plate for the Gen 5 one here is a lot nicer because I'm almost certain, my memory's not the best anymore, but I thought the other ones, the block-off plate was on the inside and it left the firewall exposed and ugly as hell. It was sealed up from the weather, but you had that weird opening from the heater box. It was just kind of hanging on the firewall. So this one now goes on the outside, but you have to shave down that lip that the heater core hole is in to get it to mount it flat. I didn't want to do that either. So, but that's an advantage of Vintage Air. It's all inside the vehicle, and you have block-off plate to make it look tidy.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, that's what Jim 1859 says. What sold me on the Vintage Air on my 77 was eliminating the underhood AC box.
Yep.
Because that makes it hard to change number 8. Spark plug.
Anything on the whole passenger side gets kind of tight and crowded.
Yeah. That's when I pulled off all the AC stuff on the 67. I remember going, how the hell do you change plugs on this side?
Underneath.
From underneath?
Yeah.
That's why when people have a car lift, Louie. And Mike. Us
John
common
Silver-
folk, we ain't got that stuff. We roll around on the floor.
I'm
Yeah, we
too
don't
old
have
to do
lifts,
that shit.
Louis. We don't have lifts, Louis.
I spent 2.5 hours rolling on the floor hanging that exhaust on that thing, and it was like 10 degrees outside. The heat's on. It's hot up here, but not so much on that floor.
Yeah, right by the garage door, right, with that nice coming underneath.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was like, God, it was a necessary evil. I wanted that exhaust on so I could go for a drive, and then it snowed, so never mind. So.
Yeah. Jonathan, do you, I can't remember, do you charge your own AC units or do you take it to somebody?
I charge it myself. I have a little vacuum. I can let it sit overnight. It's still holding the vacuum. It has gauges. I can juice it and put it in there and let it rip.
Yeah, I did. I bought all that stuff when I did mine too and charged my own. It was the first. I bought 2 sets. I bought a cheap set that was on sale at Hobo Freight, and that I fought it, couldn't get it right, got pissed off, went and bought the expensive set, and then it was easy.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a bit of a war. Do you put dye in them?
I do add some dye because that's my favorite way for leak detection, especially with 134A. The old R12 system leave an oily, greasy mess at the leak. You can find it pretty quick. But R134A, the oil evaporates about as fast as it leaks, so it doesn't leave a stain. So those who don't know, put a little dye in there. If it ever has a leak, makes your life a lot easier.
Yeah, I put dye in everything now. Everything.
If I have a little snap-on, spent too much money on the black like 15, 20 years ago, but it makes it glow. So
I have $4 UV light from Amazon. Works great.
So, my air compressor, sorry, my vacuum pump, it's not as cheap as Temu, but I think it was an Amazon special.
Yeah.
But I've done, I think, my son's truck with it. I did the pumpkin with it. My Transmarauder. I did some other car. So I've used it 4 times. So it's almost paid for itself already.
Yeah. No, it's not terribly difficult once you get the hang of it. It's just I had an issue with mine in the Vintage Air where those hoses came through the air box through the vent, and I had one leak in there. Talk about a convenient spot.
Horrible spot.
And what it was I over tightened the fitting. You got to be careful not to over tighten those.
It has the O-ring for a reason, and they're aluminum. So
yep.
Little oil on the seal when you put it in, and just snug them up.
It up. Don't go crazy.
Yep. It's not a flare fitting. You don't got to lay the meat to it. It's the O-ring that seals it.
Yeah, let her eat. Right.
Yep.
Speaking of flare fittings, I have a hydraulic flare fitting tool for double flares, and I found that if I got to do the same thing with that. Don't overpressure it. If you squeeze that too much, you will flatten that flare out and it won't seal.
Really?
And yeah, if you just get it till it makes contact and stop, it works every time. But if you overpressure it, you flatten it right out, forget it.
So the hydraulics does is press fat like the Play-Doh factory and squeezes out too thin.
Exactly. The old Play-Doh barbershop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great.
Ay. Kino136 said he just bought Vintage Air for his build 2350.
Yep.
From Second Gen Graveyard.
Yeah, the old white bomb here. I think I paid $1,300 for it when I did it 6 years ago. Or 7 years ago.
Yeah. Was that with or without the pump?
That was the complete kit for a Pontiac engine. So I still have the compressor bracket and the compressor technically from this car. I put it on my black car thinking I was going to put AC on, but I decided that I don't want to invest $2,300 into a race car. So I'm going to take it back off. But I used the LS compressor and the bracket and the belt for this one.
Yep. Yeah, when I did the Firebird, I had the LS from Blueprint Engines, and it had a pump on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just used that. It worked great.
Oh, yeah, mine works fine. As long as it's not the variable displacement compressor, it'll work fine.
Yeah.
Well, Vintage Air said no, but it's still a compressor. It does the same thing. So, yeah, as long as it's not the variable displacement one, it works fine.
Run around with the top down and the AC wide open.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, because we can.
Because I can.
Because we can.
So Firebird Ken says a 508 Sandkin.
Sandkin pump. Okay.
All right.
Not familiar with that brand, but
Interesting. Well, gentlemen, we've reached that 1 hour mark.
Then we survived.
We did. We survived.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're in the basement tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got kicked out?
No. It was too cold in that damn garage.
Ah, your little Cuban bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Too cold.
I like my basement. I like my basement. It's like another place.
It's like a man cave. It's like a little apartment, actually. It's pretty cool.
It is like a little apartment. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, if you can find out how much someone to scan and print a spoiler, I'd like to know.
all right.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Yeah. If I can print and sell those, I'd be interested.
Okay. We'll be talking soon. We'll be talking.
All right.
Cool. All right, gentlemen, have a great weekend.
Okay.
You too.
And as we get closer to that time when that big fat guy in a red suit comes down chimneys.
I better be good this year. Get lots of toys. So.
Yeah. So what's our deal? We'll do next weekend, but we'll probably be off the following.
I think so.
Okay.
Spend some time with the fam.
Yeah.
Fam Damley.
Yep. Sounds great to me.
All right, gentlemen. I will see you next Friday then.
All
Good
right.
night.
See y'all then.
Good night.
Yeah.
Bye.